As Minister for Foreign Affairs, we've been working on the Santa Claus issue for a number of weeks now, and it's important to say to all children in the country that we regard Santa Claus's travels as essential travel for essential purposes, and therefore he is exempt from the need to self-quarantine for 14 days and should be able to come in and out of Irish airspace and indeed in and out of Irish homes without having to restrict his movement.
Hello, listen, I know you're worried about Santa, but I want to let you into a wee secret. People think I'm the health minister. I'm also the elf minister. So I've been talking to the chief elf. He's been working with Santa, and they've both assured me Christmas will be okay. So let's have a good Christmas.
Hey, mums and dads, aunts and uncles, and anyone with a little in their life. I'm sure you're getting a lot of questions from them about Santa Claus and whether he'll be able to visit this year. Well, don't worry, I've got an update on that, so call them over now or share this with them later. I've checked with the Ministers of Health, Public Safety and Transport, and Santa's good to go. He'll have to wear a mask like the rest of us, and he's promised to wash his hands and keep his distance, but the bottom line is that he'll be able to come and leave us gifts. We have to stay on the nice list, so keep following public health rules, and let's all have a very Merry Christmas.
So let's talk about this Santa tracking. It looks like you're using radars, satellites, even jet fighters to track this move around the globe. Talk to us about it.
That's absolutely correct. It all starts off with the North Warning System, which is a series of radars that runs across Canada and Alaska that picks him up first. We picked him up a little over a half hour ago, taking off out of the North Pole and moving to the west. Satellites then begin tracking the infrared signature of Rudolph's nose. When he comes into North America later on, we'll track him with Canadian fighters, CF-18s, and then when he enters the United States, we'll track him with F-15s, F-16s, and F-22s.
How does this speak to the military capabilities of the U.S., especially given the fact that we have seen these modernization efforts underway and we see next-generation technologies being developed and contracts being awarded?
Well, that's a great question. Thank you. We utilize the systems that we use 24/7, 365 to track Santa Claus.
And Christmas is happening, and it's happening tomorrow, and Santa Claus is coming tonight. And let me just say this. Our doctors here, you know Dr. Tony Houlihan, he's been working with the doctors in the North Pole to make sure everything's ready for Santa to safely visit our country and indeed to go right around the world tonight. And they found this great new thing that Santa has called Santa Bodies. I wish we could all have them, that provide Santa Claus with protection from COVID-19. So Santa Claus is coming. He's coming tonight. Tony Houlihan's been working hard with the doctors in the North Pole and all is set to go. But there are two things we need you to do. The first thing is, Santa does need to keep his distance. You know the way we all need to keep our distance? So I know every single year, lots of children in our country try to stay up late and catch a sneaky glimpse of Santa Claus. Try to stay up to see if they can see Santa once and for all. It's really, really important this year that you get to bed early because we need Santa to be able to keep his distance. So will you do me that favour for your mom or your dad or whoever's minding you, you need to get to bed early so Santa can have the space to safely come in to your home and to leave off the presents that you've worked so hard and being so good for and that you deserve so much. The second thing is, we've been learning a lot this year about washing our hands. It's really important that Santa washes his hands as well as all of us. So if possible, and only if possible, can you try and leave something nearby for Santa to wash his hands? Maybe some soap, or maybe some water, or maybe some hand sanitizer. Santa to do when he goes from house to house is we want him to wash his hands as he leaves your house. So if it's possible to leave him some soap or some water or some hand sanitizer, that would be really, really helpful.
Well, I have to say I took care of that for you because I was worried that you'd all be upset. So what I did a little while ago, I took a trip up there to the North Pole. I went there and I vaccinated Santa Claus myself. I measured his level of immunity and he is good to go. He can come down the chimney, he can leave the presents, he can leave, and you have nothing to worry about. Santa Claus is good to go.
Dr. Fauci, you've made so many kids around the world so happy.